Hey there my good YouTubers, welcome to my kitchen where I am currently brewing a ginger ale, an alcoholic beer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around and I'm going to show you how far I've got, because I've been currently in the mash tun and I'm getting ready to sparge my nearly 6 kilos of grain out of my Burco, and we're going to put that in on the rolling boil. So stay with me. Hopefully this will turn out a reasonably good video. As I say, sorry about the camera microphone on this. It's not the best of microphones, but you know, we'll have to make do. As I say, I haven't run a cable in here with a microphone or whatever. But anyway, so here we are in my kitchen. I'll see if I can move this down. You can see my pans down there, look. I shall take you in a little bit of a walk around. This here is the Burco 30 litre. It's a kettle basically for just standard, you know, catering, boiling your water, all the rest of it. This here is my very large 37 litre saucepan, which is what this lot of wort in here is going to go into here and then be boiled on the rolling boil. We've got a nice mash in here, which is all looking great. Smelling good too. In here I have the total of 4 kilos of pale malt, approximately 1 kilo of crystal malt, and I've also put in on the last hour of the mash, we've got flaked barley, which has gone in as well, and that's a bit more of a head retention to it. And this is going to end up as a ginger ale, an alcoholic one, of course. So, you know, we're not talking about the pot version, which is the one you usually buy. But anyway, so this is what's brewing in here, and we're going to get on to sparge this one out. I don't know how long this video is going to go for, but just sort of give you an idea of how it's done. This is basically, as I say, it's just a standard Burco catering kettle. There's nothing, you know, nothing special. Sort of homemade. Around the edge here is the I forget what they call it now, but it's a mesh where you put all your grain into or whatever, and that contains in there muesli bag, I think it is, and then that's got all the hot water in there or whatever that's done the mash. And obviously with the Burco they have a very accurate thermometer on the side here, so you can control it, because it has to be approximately 65 degrees Celsius, which it's been at that, and because it's a very accurate thermometer, you know, the rheostat in this, it's absolutely brilliant, maintains its temperature and brews it out. So you don't have to be an engineer, you don't have to manufacture anything fancy. There's nothing to it really. All you have to do is just buy yourself one of these muesli bags slash mash bags, etc, etc, which is another one here actually, like this. It's one of these. It's a bag. And stick it around the outside like this, so it's all held up there. So I use the little handles on the side here. So I don't know whether you can see those being a little bit blunt. Yeah. And then that goes into there and brews away, and we have our mash. So without further ado, rather than me just chatting away, we shall begin a sparge. I've got some hot water on my stove, ready to sparge on now. What I will do is I will stop the video for the moment, and we shall then re-record and come back to this when we're all ready to go. Right? Hey, welcome back my YouTubers. Well, here we are. This is a closer view of the Burco brew heater. On my wobbly hands, and say this water's rather heavy. This is what the inside looks like. We've taken the muslin bag out, or the mash bag, and we've got a few left items, and see if we can get that without steaming the camera up. There we go. As you can see, you've got a bit of the old dust from the grain left inside there. But that's it. That's the Burco heater. So it's nothing special, no fancy modifications to it, no fancy engineering. And we'll come around here, and this is again the saucepan. As you can see, there we go. We've got a nice starting to boil in there. I say it's coming off. As we've put in here, I've got Northern Brewer hops. I got 40 grams of Northern Brewer hops, and then I've got another 60-70 grams of Goldings hops in here. As I say, I don't do too much of the measuring, you know, via the scales or whatever. As I say, we're brewing beer, not sending a man to the moon. So you know, as I say, around about the right size. They come in 100-gram packs, so it's easy really to sort of weigh up. You know, 60 grams, obviously a sixth of the, you know, blah blah blah, whatever, blah blah blah. So yes, and obviously, as I say, if you were putting 50 grams in there, as I say, it'd, you know, it'd be half the bag, and so on and so forth. So, you know, nothing of, you know, it's easy just to work it out, as I say, just quite easy. But yes, so this is done. As I say, that'll come to a rolling boil. As you can see, the wart's getting quite nice and whatever. That's with the hops in there. Where I've got my recipe, which is over here. Here we are, my recipe. Let's see if it focuses. Well, yes. So we have that in there. We're collecting 20 litres. I'm collecting a bit more. I'm doing a slightly bigger brew on this one. So those figures or whatever. We've got the Northern hops, Golding hops. It's about an hour and a half with the 60 gram Golding hops. We've got the 20 gram of Northern hops, or the Golding. If you haven't got Northern hops, just, you know, make it an entire, you know, what's that, 67? That's 80 grams or 100 grams of Golding's hops. That'll do. We're going to put some Irish moss in there. Last time I put some sugar in. I'm going to leave the sugar out this time, so I'm just going to use the entire grain malt for that. We've got further on in there. So I'm reading this through the camera actually, so this is actually pretty good. Yeah, take off the heat, a bit more Golding hops in there, and then we're going to put in the milled ginger, which I have already milled in the liquidizer or food processor, and we're going to drop that in there to give it a nice gingeriness, and that's going to be in the last 10 minutes. As you can see, there's my small instructions on there. There's my ingredients list of the total stuff at the top there. The Irish moss, most people wonder about that. Irish moss, as I say, it's a great organic way of adding into your beer, instead of using sort of thinnings or anything like that in the secondary fermenter. It allows you to do it any otherwise. So anyway, there's the wort. Sorry for the quick camera movements, but you can see that's coming up to the boil. That's you know, working on there, and I shall see you good YouTubers shortly in this snippet of videos. Thanks for watching. Hello again, my good YouTubers. This is, again, we've returned to it. This has been boiling now for an hour and 3/4. We've got the chiller that I've put in it. As you can see, here's the tubes coming in here, which is going in here. As you can see, the wort in there boiling away. As I say, I've took a bit of the heat off or whatever, but we're getting ready to chill it down now. Nice cool down, and then everything, obviously this is the point where everything has to be completely sterile. As you can see, I've got the pipes going down here over into there, and we're going to get to do that, and this is the chilling stage. We'll get on to do that, and then we shall come back to you with a further video, because it's just doing this and then transferring it into the fermenter. So yeah, big job, but very well worth it. Great beer.